Hi, my name is Ali. This is my second video on the chapter Particulate Nature of Matter. I just like to give you the review of the core concept of my first video and would like to connect it with my second video. In my first video, I discussed with you that all stuff, anything around us, all matter is made of tiny particles, and these tiny particles are called atoms. And in the second video, I am going to discuss with you the kinetic particle theory of matter. So kinetic comes from Greek word means moving. Yes, all stuff, all matter is made of tiny particles. But these tiny particles, according to kinetic theory of matter, these particles are never at rest. They are always in motion. You know very well that there are some stuff around us in the form of solids and some in the liquids and some in gases. The amount and nature of motion is different in case of solids, liquids and gases. In case of gases, the particles move with a very fast pace. In case of liquids, there is a medium motion. And in case of solids, the motion is very, very low, only vibration. This motion is related with kinetic energy. If the particles move with a very fast pace, like the atoms and molecules of gases, so they have a lot of kinetic energy. And in case of solids, the motion is very less, they are only vibrating, so kinetic energy is very, very low, very low. So kinetic particle theory of matter is basically a concept that states that atoms and molecules possess an energy of motion. They always possess an energy of motion. And this energy of motion of particles is related with kinetic energy of the particles. And these atoms and molecules are in constant motion. They are always moving. They are always moving. There is a motion in them. Kinetic particle theory of matter is very useful in explaining or describing the forces between atoms and molecules, the forces of attraction between atoms and molecules. And the second concept, which is explained very successfully from the kinetic particle theory, is that energy possessed by these particles and the effect of the temperature on the particles and the effect of pressure on the particles. So I like to repeat these points, that kinetic particle theory is very useful in explaining and in describing the forces of attraction between the particles and the energy possessed by these particles. Then the effect of temperature on these particles, effect of pressure on these particles, whether they are solids, whether these particles are in the form of solids or in the form of liquids or in the form of gases. This is highly useful theory. It explains a lot. There are a lot of processes and lot of phenomena which depend upon the understanding of the kinetic particle theory. The states of matter in itself can be explained from the kinetic particle theory. And the changes in the state of matter can also be explained by the kinetic particle theory. The melting point, the freezing point, boiling point, condensation, density, then vapor pressure, evaporation, surface tension, viscosity, all these physical properties. There is a very big range of the physical properties. All these physical properties can be explained very simply, with all simplicity, and successfully. So these all physical properties can be explained very successfully by the particle theory of matter.